Hey, King J, what we tell him? Tell him. Back on, back on, back on, back on, back on. Back on.
Another question I wanted to ask in terms of seeing as we're talking about content is obviously there's good sides and there's bad sides. So I want to know, like, what's the good sides from your side of things of content creation, and what's the bad sides? Because people that watch you or people that watch me, some of these people are content creators and they would like to know, like, you know, what are the good things that happens from this and what are the bad things? So,
good things is that everyone gets a voice. Everyone can create a YouTube channel and just do shit, you know, and I can talk about tech, and that's quite a blessing. And the real blessing is that today I can do this for a living.
Yeah.
You know, that's you know, I can't put a big enough plus on that, and I know how fortunate I am to be able to do that, to have an audience, you know, that like the stuff I do. So the plus for me definitely is that everyone can share their ideas, and I have a platform where I can, I don't know, show people stuff about tech and I really like, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I could yap about that for ages, but that's the great part of content creation, you know. We can all teach each other stuff. Sounds super corny, but that's how I feel about it. Bad sides to content creation. It's incredibly hard. It's like it's so easy to go into it with the mentality that, like, oh, dude, I really like doing this, but 30% of me says I should get some money doing this. Like, I think I wrote a comment on your video saying that, like, a lot of people expect some form of return quickly, you know. They don't understand that you could easily sit there for 5 years with only 3 people watching your stuff. 100%. And you better be fucking happy about that, because if you can't see joy in that, you're never gonna get an audience.
Right.
So you need, I guess the bad side is that you, it's incredibly demanding. Like, if you don't have an incredible drive and motivation, it's gonna be real tough. And I think a lot of people get very I have talked to a lot of people who get very burnt out doing it, because they go for 6 months, you know, and they 8 hours per day, like, and then nothing happens. They don't get a single dollar, you know, no one's watching, and they get so freaked out that they feel they've wasted 6 months, that they get depressed. And I would say that's the bad side. And sometimes, you know, where I'm very vocal about my opinions, and that's just the way I am. But yeah, sometimes I feel like Tekken's got a really good community, but sometimes I feel like it
can be toxic.
It can be, incredibly toxic. It's like, I have 3 times I remember very well where I'm a little bit shocked. I mean, I get shit all the time, but it's 3 times during my 12-year content creator career now where I feel like it's been wow. And lately it was where I talked about Nina a few months ago.
Okay.
I've heard about Nina for 20 years. That, oh, she's so hard. No one's harder than Nina. I don't know if you've heard that, but that's what I keep hearing.
I heard a bit about it, but I think you said something about Lay, and then I said people saying, yeah, but he said this. I was like, okay, what do you want me to do about it?
No, it's like,
I don't care, innit? Like,
exactly. He has an opinion.
Yeah.
Jay has an opinion.
Yeah.
Aris has an opinion. It's like that's all there is to it. But yeah,
they take it real serious though.
Yeah, I said about Nina that I don't find her to be the hardest in the game. She's harder than average, but that's where I leave it. She's not the hardest.
Yeah.
And that was enough for me to get like, I don't remember the last time I got that much. Truly toxic messages. You know, when they start writing about your family and shit, and I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, no, that's where. See, the thing is that one thing I've realized. Sorry, obviously we're sticking on the same topic. One thing I realized about content creation is that when you do content and you're vocal about your opinion, one thing that people as viewers you lot must know is that you can be vocal about you don't agree, but bringing in family and stuff, it's like I feel like sometimes I've been doing content creation for years. Like,
but it's a vocal minority.
Yeah.
But it's a tiny minority, but holy shit, do we spend a lot of time at the keyboard.
Yeah, so it's, yeah, so like for me, it's just like, right, like some of the times, I don't know if you know it, but I feel like a lot of the people that do that cross the line, I've had it before, where people have said things and it's like, yeah, you should react, you should be a certain way towards or respond in a certain way. Most of the times people do this because they want a reaction. They attention seek the reaction from you. So they say things that, you know, you should be upset about. So if they do bring up family or this or that, you should be upset. You should respond. But sometimes the best way is just not respond.
I don't respond. But I gotta say that of course some of them are trolls that just want to elicit a reaction from you.
Right.
But with many of them, I kind of realize that they are deeply hurt by what I've said. And I can see it on some of them, that it's like a friend of mine said, I talked about this with him, and he said, I think what happens is that where you, perhaps Jay, you have different things in your life.
Yeah.
One aspect of your personality and identity is King Jay.
Yeah.
But then there's Justin.
Yeah.
Then maybe you have a girlfriend, you have a family.
Yeah.
You might have a job, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there are different dimensions to you.
Yeah.
But my friend said that I think that those people, all they have is perhaps Tekken and Nina.
Yeah.
And that's their identity. So when they feel you attack that, they're attacking you. I'm not attacking Nina. I'm attacking him.
Yeah.
And I think there was something to that, you know, because I can't really see any other logical explanation, considering like the absolute super defensive attitude, you know.
But sometimes you're not meant to understand it. That's one thing I realized. Like doing this for over a decade, I realized, because sometimes I'm like, why would he say that, or why would this person act this way? And sometimes I just realize, you know, sometimes you're just not meant to understand. You can't understand everyone in this world, and not everyone's gonna like you. So that's the mentality I have. And before I used to be annoyed and I used to be vocal about why certain people like that. But like I think people see it as of late. Like if someone says anything, they're like, oh yeah, this person. I'm like, okay, like what do you want me to do? Like he has an opinion. He can say what he wants. We're not friends, so it's not like I have to be offended or be hurt in any way. If he wants to say that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like you just have to leave it and just move on. Like whereas I like to be very tunnel vision, I just don't have any time to be arguing about pointless stuff anymore. Before I used to be arguing or complaining.
I guess that's one thing you could say. You need thick skin to be a content creator.
That as well.
You can't really be. If you are a little bit sensitive, you know, and as you said, you feel like you want to respond to everyone who gives you shit. Yeah. That's gonna eat you up in 5 minutes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's just like, exactly what you said. You summed it up to a T. Yeah. Exactly that. So, yeah.
Yeah, but it's super tough. Again, I just want to stress like all the people who reach out to me and want tips on content creation, and often guys who do great stuff, but just can't stress enough how hard it is to do this shit on YouTube, because most people a lot of people want to do it because they want to do cool videos, but most of them have in the back of their mind, and they tell me like, I want to be a big content creator, I want to get a big audience, I want to get a lot of viewers, I want to get, you know, some form of respect and stuff. And you just gotta understand like the competition, you know, on YouTube these days. It's like no matter what game you're doing, it was so different when I started out in 2007 because they were basically 3 people doing Tekken videos. There was no one else. But 10 years later, 2017, YouTube is a completely different place. You cannot recognize it anymore. And the tiniest game has a huge community, and it just becomes harder and harder to get your voice out there, because the YouTube algorithm, of course, favors people who already have an established audience. So it's very tough, but that's not to say you can't make it, but it's tough.
Definitely. I want to ask, so like, obviously I've seen, as of late, you've been doing a lot of content. I've been seeing your channel just grow. Yeah. Before, I was watching, like, you know, you had Pain episodes of like you doing like the Kazuya or Mishima Bloodline type of combos and stuff like that. As of late, you've been doing lots of stuff. I've seen your channel skyrocket. You're pretty much just under 100,000. I would like to say, I don't know if you just hit it because you're growing so rapid. I don't know.
Oh, thanks.
You've been like, what was your strategy to kind of like, cause you know mine from the guides, like, and you know I've been producing as much Tekken content. I tried to go outside and do other things as well that people like that, but my main audience is Tekken. So what was your strategy to like grow this quick? Like it's just growing quick. There's no stopping you anymore.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm just, I'm also mind blown that it's going so well. It was with the release of season 2, I suddenly said to myself, like, okay, I've always released 1 video per day. That's always been my thing. And then I'm hoping it gets a couple thousand views. But then as season 2 was going to be released, I was like, is there a golden rule saying you have to release 1 video per day, or can I release 5, or are my subs gonna see me as a spammy, annoying idiot?
See, I thought that way.
That was me, and then suddenly I was like, oh no, I have to release multiple videos because season 2 there's so much I want to say. So you know what? I'm just gonna spam them today, and I release 5 videos, and I see that all of them get a decent amount of views, and I was like, okay, it worked. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Tuesday, 5 videos, all get a decent amount of views. Everyone wants to see all of these different types of videos. So I'm like, oh shit, they actually wanted to see more stuff. They don't see this as annoying. So that, I just realized that I can do that if I just have different topics. But it's hard to do, but it's fun, you know, and it works. And I started half a year ago doing these Tekken Revisited, because I was like, I did season 2 for so long, and then I felt like, oh god, I feel like I've talked about everything, but geez. And then I started talking a little bit about Tekken 7 again, you know, like, oh, this is my Armor King ground throw, the giant swing, you know, and I'm like, man, I don't find this too interesting, and I could see on the audience engagement that they didn't find it too interesting either. So I was like, what can I do? And it's like, oh, I love the old Tekken games. I love Tekken 4. You know what? I'm gonna stream when I play arcade mode in Tekken 4. And then I posted that to YouTube, and everyone was like, oh, I love Tekken 4. And I'm like, oh, I also love Tekken 4. And I was like, oh, I should just talk about Tekken 4. This is why Jin was so overpowered in Tekken 4. I find that super interesting. So it's very easy for me to talk about that. You know, I can just hit record and I just yap away because I know it. You know? So I feel like the audience thought it was interesting. So then I just kept going with different Tekken games. And I think that suddenly I just saw my sub numbers increase a shitload, and I was like, wow, what the fuck? But it's like, I guess people, it's like a guy told me yesterday who approached me. He said, I really like seeing the context of, for example, where Kazuya was in Tekken 4 to where he is today. I feel like with your little Revisited series, I can see the red line of a character going back in time over the years. So I just think I find that stuff super interesting. So I think it's easy for me to present it in an okay way. And then I just saw that, I guess people find that stuff interesting. And since then, I've just been completely blown away by like the response and the sub numbers and all of that. Lucky fuck, I may say. So I'm very happy.
Like I say, man, I hope you do get the 100k plaque. That's the one thing I want.
Oh yeah,
I want.
I'm gonna immediately take a selfie with it, send to Jay.
Oh, no. Nah, I really
bet you want this, baby.
That's one thing I wanted, because like I've been doing content for like over a decade, and it's like you don't really get no trophy or anything for it, but it's like,
no, but it's just a stupid little silver play button in reality, but it's gonna mean the world to me when I get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if I ever do reach that, it will definitely mean the world to me, because like I've been doing this for so long, and it's so good to kind of like have a recognition of like, look, well, this is on the wall. Yeah, you've done that. You've done it. You've been grinding for so long.
Exactly. It's like
you have it. So
it feels so weird. Just thinking rationally about it, because that thing's probably not worth a fortune. You know, it's probably like $5 or something. But when you do get it, it's gonna mean the world to me. I just know it. You know, because as you said, it's a recognition of all your hard work. So. And I've already, picked out the spot on the wall, put up a light, that's gonna be above it, shine on it. So, that's probably corny to say, but yeah, it's gonna mean the world to me, and it's gonna be the absolutely nicest accomplishment I will have, apart from my son. It's incredible. It really is, and I do hope you will be there one day, but I'm sure you will.
We'll see. I'm trying to get to there. Had a bit of a kind of like, I stopped for a little bit. Had a lot of life situations going on, and then I've kind of gone back into it now. Like, even before I came here, I done my own version of Revisit series, but my one was kind of not the same as yours. You done like loads of different characters, whereas mine was characters that I thought would come back.
Come back.
So I didn't concentrate on Dr. B, Sebastian, none of those characters. I didn't think they would come back.
Yeah.
I concentrated on characters that would come back, and then people seemed to love it. I was just like, oh, okay, well, yeah. But I planned. So what I did is I scheduled them so that if I'm out in Evo, that I don't have to think about content. They're always getting their dosage of content. So Tuesday I released one, Wednesday I released 2, Thursday I released 2, Friday I released 2, and then I had content again on Saturday. So I made sure that everyone was okay for content, and I'm just trying to get back onto it fully. Even like yesterday with the side matches that weren't on stream, recorded them, uploaded them. Even like a lay player beat Jimmy J Tran 2-0. Then you had what was the other one? Little Margin versus Super Akuma. All of these matches that weren't on stream, they're recorded. Camera was a good quality camera, so it's not just on phone, it's on a good camera. So and it just goes straight up.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
So yeah, like.
But again, the variety of content you had on the game's release was, I think you were the first one to do that.
Yeah.
Multiple videos per day with very different themes.
Yeah.
That was a great layout, a format.
I want to get back.
Maybe you'll find back to that one day, or maybe that's not what you want to do. But
I just don't know what else I can cover than what I've already covered. It's like I put up ranked matches, but I personally don't enjoy it. Like I play it on stream, and it's like people want to see ranks, and they get excited with Tekken God Prime and this and that. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll play on stream. I enjoy me playing the characters on stream and stuff like that, but it's like I wouldn't go back and watch me playing Gigas on Tekken God Prime. It's just not for me. But for people that miss my streams or they don't see my streams and stuff, I just like, look, I'll highlight this for you. You can watch this. This video on demand. Whenever you're ready to watch it, it's there. But I personally wouldn't watch it back. However, I would watch back other videos of me like editing up something, like a guide or something like that, just to see like progression of when I done the guide then, or when I done this guide here, or tutorials from then to now, like so. Yeah, hopefully I will do something. Maybe if there's an announcement today, that would be great. I don't really have much hope, but I think it's better that way, because when I have hope, I always get let down. So I'm saying no hope. Let me just see what happens.
You think it might be no announcement?
I mean, that's what I'm going through. I'm getting through my head. I'm like, because last year I done the same thing. With season 2, I was like, season 1 was trash. So I'm just gonna go through and think there's no announcement.
No.
And then when season 2 came, I was going crazy.
Yeah, thing is that announcement was so fucking hype that there's no way we can top it.
This is what I'm saying. So it's like
I feel kind of bummed. This Evo was like the biggest in terms of attendance and like the player stack.
Right.
But yeah, I'm thinking the announcement part is probably gonna go to last year's Evo. We won't be able to talk about it.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
I'm unsure about it, but like I said,
but they have to feel some form of pressure.
Of course.
Like we blew their minds last year, and this year they can't show something tiny.
Yeah.
So it's better to do no announcement, I think, rather than showing T-shirts or
Yeah, I just don't want to hear anything that's pointless. If they bring back something, cool, but I'm going through with I don't think there's going to be an announcement. So then when there is an announcement, it's like whoa, like I'll get mind blown. So yeah, we'll see. If they do, there's a lot more content to do. There's more like speculation content, reacting to the reveal. There's just so much things that you can do from whatever if they do an announcement today. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, man.
Yeah.
If they bring new characters, I can do guide. I can kind of talk about their stance or whatever. If they have stances, yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But that's it from me about content creation.
Yeah, I feel kind of done as well. And again, a pleasure, man.
Pleasure, man.
Pleasure.
Alright, take it easy. This has been the main man. Go check out his content over in his channel.
And do check out King J as well.
Oh, thank you. Alright, man. Take it easy, man.
Take it easy.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.